Hey everyone, listen, I want to jump on right quick and give my reaction to something that I heard Lady Gaga say on the Jimmy Fallon show. And I think that this was just worth talking about for a few minutes because you have super celebrity status people that have different views about their fight in life versus general population's fight and plight in life. And so I was pretty intrigued with her comments and wanted to just share them with you. She was being interviewed on Jimmy Fallon and talking about being self-quarantined. And so I'm not going to play the entire clip, but I will play a little bit leading into what she was saying. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you. And there you go. Okay, so I'll hit play and go.
Lady Gaga, welcome back to the Tonight Show at Home edition. I love you. Thank you so much for honoring your word and talking to me today.
Well, first of all, clearly not everyone honors their word when it comes to being a guest on anybody's show. So I think that Jimmy Fallon is very excited about the fact that she did honor her word, and that's pretty cool from his perspective. He's chill, relaxed in his home environment. And I like the fact that he's letting his hair down. He's not having form or fashion or anything, but just kind of excited about having his guests and plugging her right in through this new way of communicating while we're all at home during this coronavirus time.
Hey.
I think I'm so sorry.
No, honestly, we thought we had a big announcement. And then honestly, it's becoming an even bigger announcement. And so we had to wait.
We weren't quite ready yet, and I really appreciate you being so nice about it, and thank you. And I love you. I love your viewers and everyone at home watching. I just wish everybody well.
Oh, and the thing is now, Lady Gaga clearly has a lot of different looks because this is her more sophisticated business attire look and classy look. And then she has those really exotic looks that will just like, whoa, Nelly, there you go with Lady Gaga. So it's a lot of different variety and flair and flavor to Lady Gaga, clearly.
We love you all too, and it turned out to be really a kind of a fun bit for us. And got a lot of people talking and getting a lot of people excited about what we're about to discuss tonight. First of all, how are you doing besides working hard on this new giant project, and where are you?
Well, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I feel very blessed. I hope you're doing well too.
Yep.
I'm in, we're in my office. We decided to quarantine in the family office. So there's just a small group of us that are all in the office together, just in case we need to work on anything.
Wow. Okay. So what I'm hearing in this case is that she has a small group of people, and I think she goes on to say how many. Let's see.
How many people did you quarantine with? And how long have you been in quarantine?
There's about 6 of us.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's a lot. Just getting to know you.
Getting to know. Yeah, it's very.
The beautiful thing that I like about this is that it sounds to me like, listen, if you're going to be one of the people working with me in my home office, we're going to be in this thing for the long haul. So you're going to be self-quarantined right here in the home office, and this is where we're going to be. So don't think you're going in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. I like the fact that they have their core team of colleagues or whatever they are to each other, and their best buds or whatever, and they're able to come together in the home office and get some work accomplished, but know that there's no playing around where you're going to be going in and out doing all this other drama and thinking that you're going to be coming back to work. So I kind of like that a lot.
It's, but every day we find the time to just look in each other's eyes and go, I love you, mean it.
I love you, mean it. Yeah.
But you know what the truth is, we really know and respect how hard people are working right now. I mean, there are so many healthcare workers on the front line responding to COVID-19, and we've spent a lot of time learning about it. We've spent a lot of time reading about it, watching about it. And we always take moments of gratitude throughout the day to remind ourselves that, we have it very good, actually. And
yeah. I want to talk about that for a second. I like the fact that Lady Gaga here is acknowledging that the healthcare professionals, the frontline workers, are doing a lot to go over and beyond and doing some exceptional work. But then she takes a moment to say, hey, we have it good, everybody. And I'm assuming she's talking to her team that's self-quarantined with her to say, hey, let's be grateful for where God has brought us and where we are, where we're able to read about, identify how we can help. And she talks about eventually throughout this interview as well about being able to communicate directly with the World Health Organization so she can determine what kind of help she can provide. But acknowledging that, look, we have it good, and let's not take that for granted is major.
I say that with a lot of respect and gravity. You know, I was talking to someone the other day about, you know, this messaging of we're all in this together. And while I think the sentiment is nice, you know, I also think that the fight that I'm in or that you're in, right, is very different than the fight of a woman that is in perhaps an abusive relationship and has a child and lost her job and can't feed her kid and can't feed.
That is a huge difference. And the fact that Lady Gaga is willing to acknowledge that and publicly take a stance to say, listen, there's a difference between what I may be dealing with and what that person is dealing with. An abusive relationship, lost her job, can't take care of her child, afraid of what's going to be happening to her physically and mentally and spiritually. This is like huge for a celebrity of this magnitude to be acknowledging that that fight might not be at the same level of what I'm dealing with. And I admire her for doing that.
Herself and also can't get the help that she needs because she's in a violent situation. You know, there's things that are going on in the underbelly, not only of this country, but in countries all over the world. And I've been really focusing a lot of my energy on figuring out how I can help, because we all want this to end, but our being in this all together, that's a tricky statement, because what that woman is in, I want to honor that woman is not in the same fight that I'm in, and I want to help her fight that fight.
Wow.
Yeah, you're right. And you actually.
Wow. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and stop right there, because what she's saying is that the fight that woman is in is not comparable to the fight that I'm in. And we all have different lots in life, if you will. But the fact that Lady Gaga would take a moment and say that what I'm dealing with at the celebrity status that God has blessed me with versus someone that's been in a very abusive or currently in a very abusive situation that can't take care of their child properly during the midst of all that we're experiencing is very different for each person. So I was impressed that she was willing to take that approach to what the comparison is, that we're all in this together. In fact, according to what she's kind of saying, we might all be in this together, but it's definitely varying levels. And so anyway, that's my take on it. I was just grateful. You can check out the whole interview with Jimmy Fallon and Lady Gaga on the Jimmy Fallon show. And it's a great interview. She's talking about just turning 34 and whether that's really the early 30s or whether that's mid 30s. You can catch their full interview to be able to hear more. But I just wanted to take a moment to give my feedback on and my reaction on her comment about us all being in this fight together. Maybe there's some variations to the levels that we're fighting at. Okay, talk to you soon, guys. Have a great day. If you haven't subscribed to the Kim Jacobs Show, make sure you take a moment to do so. Kim Jacobs Show, turn on your notifications and notify your friends and family to also subscribe to the Kim Jacobs Show. Have a great one. Bye-bye.